What rebates can be claimed by a taxpayer related to contributions to a medical aid as well as other medical costs incurred? Who is a dependent for purposes of Section 6A and Section 6B?
A person's spouse, a person's child, and the child of his or her spouse. Any other member of a person's family in respect of whom he or she is liable for family care and support, or any other person who is recognized as a dependent of that person in terms of the rules of a medical scheme or fund.
What is meant with a child?
A person who, on the last day of the year of assessment, was unmarried and not older than 18, older than 21 and wholly or partially dependent for maintenance upon the person and has not become liable for the payment of normal tax in respect of such year, or older than 26 and wholly or partially dependent for maintenance and has not become liable for the payment of normal tax in respect of such year, and was a full-time student at an educational institution of a public character, or in the case of any other child, was incapacitated by a disability from maintaining himself or herself and was wholly or partially dependent for maintenance and has not become liable for the payment of normal tax in respect of that year.
What are the principles related to Section 6A?
Only claimable by the person who actually paid, if paid by employer or constituted a fringe benefit, deemed to have been incurred by the taxpayer, i.e. Section 6A can be claimed. Section 6A rebate is claimable against taxes payable and is as a result limited to the tax payable before the offset of employees' tax and provisional tax. Therefore, can never create a refund, nor can any excess be carried forward to the next year of assessment.
What if the taxpayer is not a member of a registered medical scheme but pays for a dependent person, and that dependent person is a member of a registered medical aid scheme?
Section 6A credit can be claimed. An example of such a case might be where the taxpayer pays the fees in respect of a parent that is dependent on him or her.
What if more than one taxpayer contributes?
Apportion Section 6A credit determined by a formula.
What is out-of-pocket medical expenses?
Must have been paid by the taxpayer during the current year of assessment. Any expenses not covered by the medical aid that relates to medical practitioners or any other practitioners as mentioned in the section. For professional services rendered or medicine supplied to the person or any dependent of the person. Nursing homes or hospitals or any duly registered or enrolled nurses, midwives, or nursing assistants in respect of the illness or confinement of the person or any dependent of the person, or pharmacists or medicine supplied on the prescription of the main member or any other dependent.
What are expenses related to disability?
The expenses must be in consequence of a disability suffered by the taxpayer or any dependent of the taxpayer. The expenses will only qualify if it was necessarily incurred and paid by the taxpayer. There must be a direct link between the expenditure incurred and the disability, and the items or services acquired must be necessary to alleviate or support such a disability. Therefore, a prescribed expense does not automatically qualify for an additional medical tax credit by mere reason of its listing.
Thank you for watching our video relating to frequently asked questions with regards to SARS and income tax return queries. If you like this video, give us a thumbs up and click the subscribe button below to receive notifications for future videos of frequently asked questions in the future.